Recording it. Okay, we're recording. We're recording now. I didn't record the very first part. So those of you that just joined, I'm sorry that I didn't start recording it from the beginning, but we went over peace and balance. So again, this is a 45-minute call, so keep your questions to the chat, and then I'll be happy to answer them, or also send me an email and I'll be happy to answer them. And I'm going to have some homework at the end of the call, so stay on till the end. It's a 45-minute call. It's short and sweet, with lots of great golden tips of Doterra and building Doterra. And there'll be homework at the end that I'll want you to email me, so stay on. We went over peace and balance, the two oils that are part of the BOGO deal tonight. Hi, I think I just got knocked off, but I'm back on. If anybody else got knocked off, I hope you guys get back on. Wonderful internet connection of the Middle East. Let me start recording us again. Okay, so we're still recording. So we went over peace and balance, which are the two oils of the BOGO. And again, just to recap real quick, peace I use in the morning if I take a shower in the morning as my balsam. Peace and citrus bliss together. I love these two oils together. I smell like a brand new, peaceful, calm baby using these oils together. Peace and citrus bliss. 1 drop of each with the coconut oil, put it on my body in the morning, and I get compliments all day. Peace has a lot of grounding oils in it. One of the first oils in it is vetiver. So it's very grounding, very focusing, and really lets go of anxiety or your mind wandering. I love peace. So if you don't have peace, do the BOGO order tonight after this call. I just did it and it's amazing. I got the peace and it comes with balance. Balance is one of our older mood oils. It's been around with the company from the beginning. It has spruce, blue tansy, blue chamomile, frankincense, hoe wood, and coconut oil. This is a great one to put on the bottom of your feet in the morning or at night, and the back of your neck. It helps with deeper sleep and also just very focused and centered. And if you're doing it in the morning, it keeps you centered for the day. So that's the free oil when you order peace. And what I included in that order was the Mother's Day gift of the purple bag that holds 8 oils. This is the old purple bag. I've had it for like 8 years and it's worn and very dirty, but it's the best bag ever. I carry it everywhere with me, so I'm happy to replace it with the new one that they're offering in the Mother's Day catalog. It's the lavender bag with the passion touch. And I ordered 3 of them. 1 for me for Mother's Day, and 2 as gifts to people that rank advance. So we're going to talk about compensation and rank advancing for this phone call. I'm going to share the screen and bring up the pipeline. Miriam, can you give me a hands up that you can see the pipeline business overview and it's sharing properly? Or somebody give me a hands up showing me that you can see the business overview. Hadassah or Karen, I think it's like just a chat, or somebody tell me. Karen, can you see the hands up? Or the business overview, okay? It's showing up on the computer. Can you, oh, Miriam, great, thanks. Thanks for the hands up. You got it figured out, girl. Okay, so the business overview. So this is a great story. It talks about a man who lives in a village 2 miles away from the nearest water source. Every day he goes down and he hauls buckets back up to his village and he sells water. So he's exchanging his time for hauling up those buckets and selling that water. And he decides after years of hauling up buckets that he has to make some kind of change because he can't haul buckets his entire life. So he makes a plan. He's going to haul buckets to pay the bills that he needs to pay. But in his spare time, he's going to build a pipeline. So with consistency and persistence and effort and time, he slowly builds a pipeline as he continues to haul buckets to sell the water and pay his bills. By the end of the time that the pipeline is finished, he's able to just turn on a spigot at the village, and there's endless amounts of water that he can offer to his village and make an income by just opening up the spigot. So not only has he created a pipeline of water, he's created a pipeline of finance that will allow him to pursue greater things in his life because he doesn't have to spend all of his time hauling buckets. So we're equating hauling buckets to the same thing of your job. Your job or something else that you're doing to make income is hauling buckets. You're trading your time for hauling those buckets. And Doterra offers that you got to keep hauling those buckets to pay your bills, but in your spare time, build the pipeline. Doterra is the pipeline. So are you hauling buckets? What in your life that's creating money is hauling buckets? We're not saying that's negative. It's just like, do you want to haul buckets for the rest of your life, or do you want to make a pipeline? So Doterra is the pipeline. Your job that's paying the bills now generally is hauling buckets. And in your spare time, you're making the pipeline with Doterra so that eventually you can start to let go of hauling the buckets, either completely, or if you love what you do, doing it less if it just takes up more of your time, and you can free up your time to do other things like travel with your family or work for a philanthropy. Okay, so the next page is we're going to why make Doterra your pipeline. So the unique thing about Doterra is there's unlimited earning potential, 100%. Like, this is a business model where you can go well above and beyond an average salary here in Israel for sure, and even in the United States. It has a very high retention rate, so people who are wholesale customers are just using the products, and wellness advocates. This number is old, but it's even higher than this now. 65%, so I think it's even at 80% now. 80% of people stay in Doterra using the products. That's huge for a company product-based business. It's a stable and reliable opportunity. Doterra is going to be here for Bezrat Hashem for a long time. It's been around for 8 years, I believe. It might be longer now. It was in 2008. So no, that's 10 years. It's been around for 10 years. And they just have a solid model and a solid product where they're not going to be a company that goes out of business. So we're going to go into right away how you make money with Doterra. People that are on the call tonight, you're either curious or interested in the business model, or you're completely on board with the business model. So we're going to go over how you make money. So there's retail sales, number one. 25%, you make a 25% of profit on oils that you sell, either face-to-face, or if people go to your website and order oils on your website as retail, then 25% of that purchase is deposited into your virtual office, into your AR account, which AR is called accounts receivable. Talk to your upline if you're not sure what that is. Retail sales is not the strongest way to make money in Doterra, but it is a way to get the products out there. And here in Israel, a lot of times most people, they'll do their in Israel, people, how they use the retail sales model is that they make their 100-point LRP order, and a portion of that's for them, and then a portion of it they're selling to people that have already told them that they want it, or they just have some of the extra oils that they know sell well, and they sell those to supplement their monthly requirement, their monthly 100-point requirement. So that's how people in Israel use retail sales around the world, and even in America. You do have your website where people can go on and order retail. You're not going to get a lot of volume there. It's not going to be the way that I would expect for yourself to make a lot of money. But that's just one way. Now, the next ways that we're going to go over is how you make money with wholesale customers and wellness advocates. So there's what's called the Fast Start bonus that's paid weekly every Wednesday. So your LRP has to be at 100 points. It's called a template. Your LRP, Loyalty Rewards template, has to be at 100 points and showing 100 points every Wednesday if you want to get the Fast Start bonus. And if it's at 95 points because you went on to change it and then you said, oh, you're going to get back to it, so you just saved it, and it shows that it's at 95 points on Wednesday, you're not going to get paid the Fast Start bonus if it's not at 100 points. So always make sure it's at 100 points, even if it's not exactly as you want it. The Fast Start bonus is paid on people that enroll in Doterra as either a wholesale customer or a wellness advocate. And when you enroll someone, you make 20% for their first 60 days. When they enroll somebody, they make 20%, you make 10%. And one more generation down, when your person enrolls somebody, you make 5%, they make 10%, and the person that enrolled them make 20%. So it's based on generation. So I'm going to point it out here. This is you. You've enrolled somebody. So this first line, you make 20%. Now they've enrolled people. So you make 10%, they make 20%. Now, this second generation here, the second level, has enrolled their people, one person or all three, and you make 5%, they make 10%, and the people that enrolled them make 20%. So it's based on 3 generations, and it's for 60 days, and it keeps repeating itself anytime a new person is enrolled. If you enroll them, say you enroll someone even down here, and you stay the enroller, you're going to make 20%. The next phone call after Purim, we're going to talk about sponsorship and enrollment and where you place people. Right now, we're just going over payment. So let's just go over that one more time. Here's you. You've enrolled somebody, so you make 20%. When your partner enrolls somebody, they make 20%, you make 10%. When your partner's partner has enrolled somebody, they make 20, your partner makes 10, you make 5, and it's for 3 generations for 60 days. When those 60 days are up, you go into Unilevel. So we'll talk about that. This is Fast Start bonus. It's paid every week. This is how you can get your products paid for in the first month or in the first few months, is by enrolling people, because you make the 20%. So if you wanted to get your 100-point loyalty rewards order paid the first month, you would need to enroll at least 3 people with a home essentials kit, because that would pay for your product. 3 people with a home essentials kit would pay for your order that month. And if you did that every month, your order would be paid for. And then, of course, as they continue to order, you wouldn't have to enroll 3 people every month, because then you have a team started that's still using products every month and also enrolling. But the first 3 months, if you enroll 3 people with the home essentials kit, you will get your products paid for all 3 months, and then it'll just continue to get paid for after that. And that's just with the Fast Start bonus. Now we're going to go over the Power of 3 bonus. It's paid monthly. So at the end of the month, the computer looks to see if you've qualified for this, and it pays you the following month. You always get paid the 15th of the month after. So you'll get paid for February, March 15th. So the Power of 3 bonus, here is you and those 3 generations we talked about. So the Power of 3, when you have 3 wellness advocates or wholesale members, it doesn't matter, that are under you, that are making at least a 100-point PV order, and it's an LRP, so that you and these 3 are on a 100-point LRP order, then you meet one of the requirements to make the structural bonus of $50. The second requirement is that this team structure, this 4 of you, you and your 3 people, it has to be a 600 organizational volume. OV is organizational volume. So if you and your 3 people are doing a 100-point order, that's only 400 points. So we in Israel have talked about you, and you enroll 4 people here that are at 125, because when you make a 125 order point, you're earning the free product of the month. And when you and your 4 people are at 125, that's 600 points. And you can teach that down the line. Another way that occurs, though, is if you and your 3 people are at 100 points, and then you have a couple of other people here on your first line that are making orders, but they're not at 100 points, it's all added up and equals to your 600. That earns you the $50 bonus. We're paid in euros, so it's around 40, I think it's 42 euros. That changes as the current the rate changes. So here's your first level. The second level, when your partner enrolls their 3 and they're at 100 points each, and we're saying, you know, if it's just 3, then everybody has to be ordering at 150, 150, 150, 150, 150, 600. You would, they would earn the 50. They would earn the 50. They would earn the 50, and you would earn the 250. So what we're doing in Israel is we're saying you and 4 people at 125 is the 600. Your partner and their 4 people at 125 is the 600. Your second partner and their 4 people at 125 is 600. Third partner and their 4 people at 125 is 600. So then you would earn the 250. They would earn the 50. And then when that's duplicated one more time, it's a $1,500 bonus. People do earn this. Don't feel like you can't. It's not something that I'm currently doing. I do the 250 pretty easily, and not something to really make a goal and shoot for that, because that is achievable. The 1,500 is a little more work to get that that duplication without, you know, the mistakes that are made. Like some people aren't there. For me, it's just getting all of these people on an LRP hasn't quite occurred. But that's a nice bonus that is possible to earn for sure, for sure, for sure. I've seen people in Israel earn the 250, and that is completely possible. So far in Israel, nobody's earning the 1,500, but my upline and people I know do get to this rate. So this is the Power of 3 bonus. Aim for the 250. If you have any questions on that, send me an email or a chat. Now, we have 10 more minutes, so we're going to keep going. This is the Unilevel. The Unilevel is really, really the power of the power of the payment plan. It plays on 7 levels, and it gets more percentage the deeper you go. So this is showing you your monthly earnings on a kind of a really clean, perfect duplication of 3, and everybody being at 150 LRP. So when you're at 150, each level goes up by a percent. So you have 3 people, after their 60 days, you're earning 2%. On your second level, it's 9 at 3%. Third level, 27 people at 5%. Fourth level, 5%. Fifth level, 6. Sixth level, 6%. 7%. Where when it's duplicating exactly by 3 and people are staying on an LRP, it's $32,000 residual a month. So that's blue diamond, 32,000. There's my daughter. I'm on a phone call. They're downstairs. Bye. Good night. I don't know why they're walking Jessie. So that's the Unilevel. So those will go up to here. Here's the first level at 3%, the second level at 2%, the third level at 5%, and then you get paid on 7 levels more. So then we're going to go into we're going to skip the leadership bonuses. It's a little more complicated, and I don't think we're there yet. Let's go into ranks, and we'll spend more time on this next week as well, and just cover this page. But Hadassah Dina has a great video that she can also put onto the Business WhatsApp group about creating premieres, and how you create, and your goal is creating premieres. So this is you with an organizational volume of 5,000. Let's just go over the first 2 levels. There's executive, like when you first are creating 2,000 points of volume under you of people purchasing products, your partners and your wholesale customers. And when you get to 2,000, you reach executive. It's a rank. You're getting paid according to the products that are being purchased. There's no extras there. Elite is also in a rank you're looking to achieve. It's 3,000 organizational volume under you. It's just based on sales underneath you. Premier goes into partners. Your organizational volume, OV, is organizational volume is 5,000, and you have 2 partners under you that are executive. They're creating 2,000 points of volume underneath them. Premier is a good thing to shoot for. The next one, where you're really reached a rank where you're in the business. This is your career. It's silver. This is you. You're over 5,000 OV, organizational volume, and you have 3 partners that are elite. They have 3,000 each. That's silver. I want to point out this theme here. Look at the silvers, the gold circles. To get gold, it's 3 premieres. That doubles your income from $2,200 a month to $4,500 a month. So gold is like average when I'm not making the $1,500 bonus. So I'm at 4,000 euros a month. So this is accurate when you're a solid gold. This statistic. Silver is accurate. It's about a solid 2,000 when you're a solid silver. When you keep making silver without even blinking. Like the next month you're silver again because you've maintained that structure. I'm going to skip right to diamond. This is what I want you guys all to make goals with. Diamond. 4 silvers. So eventually you're going to break out a 4th leg. But not till you have 3 solid legs under you that are at least silver. And then you break out that 4th leg to help them to go silver. And remember, silver is 3 elites under each one. So 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. $16,000 a month. This is accurate. Every friend that I have in Doterra that's diamond is making this. And it is what I want my silver. This is what I want my Doterra Israel team to dream of, to envision. So in the last 4 minutes, we're going to go over this was quick. We'll go over it again. I'll send it to those of you that want it. You'll learn it as you go. It'll get simplified, and you'll start to understand it. So the mindset that I want you guys to take away tonight is dream diamond. Envision yourself as diamond. So I'm reading this book right now. It's called The Universe Has Got Your Back. The universe has your back. I'm going to stop sharing the screen. And I want you guys, I'm going to go over this one little story in here. Is everybody has created a story for themselves. And most of the time, that story is has a story based on fear or negativity or limits yourself. So the universal lesson that I want you to take away today is you see the world that you have made. You see the world that you've created. However, you don't realize that you're the image maker. You're the person behind the film that's making it. So the homework for you guys tonight is step one. What is the movie that you're playing over in your head? What's the fearful or limiting movie that you're playing over your head? For example, my movie is I'm successful at almost everything I do, but I just get to a level that's good. And I stay at that level that's good. But I don't give myself permission or see myself being that movie where I'm the big diamond star. And so number two, your homework is, what is your positive movie? For me, my positive movie is being diamond, walking across the stage with my husband and my 4 kids and introducing them because I've reached diamond. Having reserved seats at convention because you're diamond, with special water and a kit of oils that is a gift to you because you're diamond. The income of $16,000 a month that allows me and my family to travel in business class to the United States, or to rent a hut in Thailand so that we can be there for the summer or the holidays off. So your homework for tonight is, I want you to email me. My email is karablattman@gmail.com. Your 2 movies, your negative movie that plays over in your head and your positive movie that you want to be occurring in your life. And that's the movie that you focus on. So we have less than a minute. The oils tonight, peace and balance. Smell them or put them on your order for the BOGO today. I will email you. Send me your email. I'll email you the pipeline so you can go over that again. And you email me this week before Friday your negative and positive movie that you've created for yourself. Tell me your negative movie or your fearful movie or your current movie that's your life, and your positive movie as diamond and what that would look like. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Next Wednesday, no phone call because it's Purim Sameach. Love you guys so much. Don't forget to email me. Good night.